Congratulations to Alabama. They've, played well in this 3-game series and, made the plays they needed to make. And they earned everything they got. Obviously, a really, really sad locker room. I'll be shocked if the three of us can get through this without continuing to shed some tears. But like Rylie said in the locker room, it's sad because of what these girls mean to each other, what they mean to the coaching staff, and just the relationships that have been formed over, for these ladies, the 4 and 5 years they've been here. I think we all just are really sad that we're not going to be going to practice together tomorrow and spending another day together. And these two mean the world to me. The whole team does. It's just been a phenomenal group to work with. In this day and age, the loyalty from the young women on our team is just unbelievable. It's old school, and their character is just through the roof. And I just couldn't be more grateful to coach these two and the other 21 girls in that locker room.
We'll go into questions, and please raise your hand for the microphone.
Karen, this is the first series your team has lost the entire season. Why do you feel like they weren't able to pull this one out? What stood out that was different about other games, or maybe you dropped a game early in the series?
It's hard to put a finger on it. It's not for lack of want or lack of fight or anything like that. I actually think, I haven't done them, actually checked this, but I told them, and I'm pretty sure of it, that no other P5 team in the country had won every series they played in conference play this year. Super regionals, postseason is a time when if you stumble at the wrong time, no matter how good you've been consistently over the year, it can bite you, and I think that's just what happened to us. We just didn't play our best softball this weekend. But I really, I don't want to take away from what they've accomplished this whole year. Back-to-back regular season champions in the toughest conference in America. When they think about things on the field, I want them to remember that. But most important, they're going to remember each other and the good times they've had together.
Coach, how frustrating is it when you see the bat make contact with the ball but just can't seem to get anyone on base, can't seem to really get it fully moving offensively?
Yeah, I think if you look at the series, our big problem in that respect was getting leadoff batters on base. We didn't get enough leadoff batters on base to start off innings to really give us a chance to do some things, even call some plays and try to make something happen. And then, Rylie smokes that ball, and you think, all right, here we go. And they make an incredible play at second base. And I felt like, we had some better at-bats in the back half of the game, but some of them were atom balls, and then just not enough, just kind of ran out of time.
Kiki, obviously you wanted to come up to bat in that last at-bat and make something happen, but how hard is it for you to kind of get past that, especially as the game just ended like an hour ago?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at that point in time, it was like I didn't care who had the bat in their hands. Like, I trusted all my teammates, and, like, I had confidence in myself. I mean, obviously, it's a crappy way to end the game, but kind of like what Karen said, like, I'm just glad that I was able to do it with these girls, and it sucks that we don't get to play tomorrow or don't get to see them tomorrow.
Coach, can you just talk about sort of the mentality of the team during that delay, and then how they came out, and then as well how they started the game too?
During the delay, we were just they were hanging together. They were all first in the dugout, then we moved into the cages. Then once we found out it was going to be long, we went into our team room, and they just spent time together. They were playing games. They were watching some games on TV, but they weren't on their phones. They were with each other, so that was cool. And then what was your other question?
Just the mentality starting the game.
The mentality starting the game was good. I mean, I felt really good about us from pregame meeting to, pregame warm-up, cages, everything. I felt like we were in a really good place.
Obviously, hindsight is 20/20, but when you look back at that game yesterday and the 14-inning battle and the opportunities missed to really put this one away, I guess, what impression do you hope that leaves on the returners and the younger players about the postseason and what it takes to really win?
Yeah, that's going to take some time to kind of reflect on that, but I think that's something a team does every year. The ones that are returning, this stings. This really stings, I remember 2 years ago, when we lost here in regionals. I mean, I remember how much that stung for these two here. And there was a real sense of resolve last year that we're not going to let that happen again. And you just saw them and their classmates take this program to another level last year and this year. And so that hurt's going to stay with them. And I think that fuels people to, do even more.
Coach, does the approach change at all when you're coming back for the bottom of the first, and now instead of being 0-0 like it was to start the game, you're just down 4 runs? Does that change how you go about any of the approach offensively?
No, because it's so early in the game. I mean, we still had 21 at-bats left, 21 outs. So we hadn't even, had a chance to get our cuts in. And our conversation was just chip away, just have quality at bats and chip away. So our approach really didn't change at all. And I didn't sense any panic at all in these guys.
Rylie and Kiki, I want to give you guys the opportunity. Rylie, what does Kiki mean to you? And Kiki, what does Rylie mean to you?
Oh, jeez. They were doing good, not crying.
Oh, God. Rylie is just that person that, she's just always going to be there for you, no matter what. She has just grown and blossomed into an extraordinary leader in the time that she's been here. I remember when she came in and we kind of talked about this, how she was kind of like my little sister, but now it's just we're best friends. We go out, we eat, we kick it, and it's just I wouldn't have wanted to play 4 years with anyone else. I wouldn't have wanted to do this and battle and build this program back and go back to the elite program that it was with anyone else. And I just know that she's destined for greatness with whatever she does, because every single time that she comes into the room, she lights it up for everyone that's in that room. She is just that person that brings light and joy to everything in life.
Like Kiki said, she's like my older sister. She's pushed me beyond any limits that I thought to be a better person, to be a better competitor, to be a better teammate, to be a better leader. She's been an inspiration to all of us with her competitiveness, her drive, her fire. Look at what she's done in her time here. She is absolutely phenomenal. And I'm just so grateful that we've been here at the same time, because she drives and pushes this team, and we couldn't have accomplished half of what we did without her. So, but the hardest part is tomorrow. We won't get to go in the locker room and listen to music and hang out every single day together. That's the hardest part. But I'm just so grateful for the time that we have had together, because the impact she's made on my life and this program can't ever be taken away. So
3 more hands up, so we'll go with last 3. We'll go Emily, Jack, and then Cora.
Kiki and Rylie, you talked about how much you guys mean to each other, but just want to get your thoughts on what this program has meant to both of you throughout your time at Tennessee.
I feel like I came in this program as a little girl who was afraid to say what was on my mind, and I'm leaving knowing anything I put my mind to I can do. I believe I can do anything that I set a goal for. This has been the most memorable and the best 4 years of my life. I'm just so grateful that Coach Ralph and Karen came to California and they chose me to come here because this is the best decision I've ever made. I will forever wear orange, bleed orange. I love this place, and this place is special, not because we have great facilities and we have a beautiful river. It's special because of the people here.
Yeah.
And you can't take that away. The people here are special, and they put into you everything that they have. So this team, the people around it, the support staff, every single person makes this place special, and I'm just so grateful.
I think Rylie said it, like, so great. Like, coming here, it was hard, obviously, because I was far away from home, but Karen and the coaching staff and... sorry. And just the girls and just everyone, here in this athletic department, this university, Knoxville, they really just want the best for you. And I was okay going away from home because I knew that I had found a home here, and it didn't matter. Like, whatever I needed, I knew that I'd have someone here to be there. And I think that even though this is my last game, like, my last time here, I'm always gonna have a community here, and I'm always gonna have people that love and care for me. And yeah, you see the signs everywhere where it's like, I give my all for Tennessee today, and that's what I did, and that's what we do, and that's what they, and, oh, I'm sorry.
Coach, can you just talk a little bit about Zeta, Peyton, and Julia, and how they also contributed to last year's run and then this year as well?
I just told them in the locker room, there's 6 seniors, the 3 you mentioned, and Rylie White, and, you know, they will forever go down as one of the greatest classes in the history of Tennessee softball. And like they alluded to, restoring this program to an elite program in the country, and a program of greatness. And this program has a great tradition and a great legacy, and they have etched their names firmly as a part of that.
Last question on Cora.
This one won't be a sad one, I promise.
Okay.
Obviously, there's such a strong young core returning, and you guys know the impact the first 2 postseason endings had on you guys. Just what do you hope this ending and your guys' impact on the returner to the young ones? What legacy do you kind of hope to leave with them, and the impact that they'll have the rest of their time here?
I mean, Riley's first 2 years and then my kind of ish first 2 years, like, we had similar feelings to this, and we vowed that we were never going to feel this way again. I mean, obviously it sucks that we're here right now, but I think they're going to take this and they're just going to run with it. Like, they're not going to feel this way again. And they've been there. They've been to the World Series. They've been to, where our goals are. So they know what it feels like. They've tasted it before. So I just have a ton of faith that they're going to carry this program back to where it needs to go.
That core group is so special. They brought fire to our program last
Yeah.
year, and they pushed us upperclassmen to limits that we hadn't been to yet, and they had that fire that got us to the World Series and won the championships. And I don't hope that I know that this will light another fire under them.
Yeah.
And this is just going to push them, and I'm excited to see what they will come out with, but I know that this is just the beginning for them.
Thank you all very much for your time.
Thank you.
Congratulations on a fantastic season.
Thank you.